A Washington state mayor has refused to resign over a racist Facebook post that compared President Barack Obama's family to monkeys. And he refuses to resign because that says that if I resign, well, that would make that I would be conceding that I'm a racist. And I'm totally not racist. Now, according to KYQ, Airway Heights Mayor Patrick Rushing was under fire earlier this week after he confirmed that he had posted an offensive comment to his Facebook page. Now, I don't know if this is his official Facebook page or if it's his personal. If it's his personal, then I don't know. Like, I have this thing, like, even if you're saying terrible things and posting terrible things on your personal Facebook page, I think you should kind of stay out of that. Your employer should stay out of that. But when it comes to city officials, I think you have to be a little bit more nuanced. If it's like the regular Joe saying horrible things, then maybe you shouldn't get fired from your job. Maybe your employer should stay the fuck off your Facebook. But that's just my personal opinion. But if you're posting on the city Facebook page, well, that's certainly definitely a different thing. And if you're representing the city, which of course in this guy's case he is. Now, this offensive comment had a post of course, Barack Obama and his family with monkey faces. And it says, Gorilla Face Michelle can't disagree with that. The woman is not attractive except to Monkey Man Barack. Check out them ears. LOL. But of course he's not being racist. No, he explains that he was just being playful with his friends. It's just banter back and forth. That's how we do that. That's how we talk to each other. That's how we banter back and forth, man. We say horribly racist things about the president and his family. Well, you don't do that with your friends? No, I don't. And that actually says something really bad about you and your friends, doesn't it? I mean, what does that say about your friends? What does that say about you? I'm just saying. I'm just asking questions here. I'm doing a Fox News thing. I'm just asking questions, guys. Just asking questions. Now, when he was found out, right, he was like, oh God, I need to apologize. And even though he apologized, the Airway Heights City Council said that, you know what? No, not good enough. Get the fuck out. You're gone. We need to ask for your resignation ASAP. And you know what? He said nope. Not going to do it. I'm not going to resign, because then that would make me a racist. I'm not a racist, so I'm not going to quit. He says, I made a mistake. I owned up to my mistake. If I do resign, that's admitting I'm a racist, and I'm not a racist. No, I'm not a racist. No, I just compare black people to monkeys. Well, what's the big deal with that? Can we all do that? Well, comparing to black people to monkeys is obviously the most dehumanizing thing that you can do. That is one of the most dehumanizing things that you can say about another human being. Literally. And it's not just that, but this has been a historical way to justify calling them inferior. And when you actually dehumanize a group of people and you make them seem inferior to other people, you can justify doing all sorts of horrible things to them. Like, once you think that a group of people aren't actually people, that they're subhuman, then you can justify doing terrible things. You can justify experimenting on them. You can justify enslaving them. Well, they're not humans anyway. They're not like us. No, they're like monkeys. They're more like monkeys than anything. So it's okay if we make them do manual labor. Example for free. That's sort of the justification that they used back in the 1800s and 1700s for slavery. Oh, that's okay. They're inferior to us, so we're taking care of them. That's why they called slavery one of the earliest forms of social welfare. That's just part of that whole dehumanization. So there's been a very long history of using the attack and using that imagery of they're like apes in order to discriminate, in order to dehumanize, so that you can do and justify slavery and discrimination and hatred. So it goes back a long way. So yeah, you're a racist if you think that way. And knowing all the facts, if you still think this way, you're a fucking racist. Now, what's interesting here is that Deputy City Manager and Police Chief Lee Bennett said, look, yeah, I think that those comments are racist, and so does most of your constituents. He said, quote, I can tell you in the manner of public opinion that they were racist comments. When you become a public figure, I'm no longer Lee Bennett, the citizen. I'm Police Chief Bennett. Well, when it comes to this, Mr. Bennett, go get him. I don't know if he's going to resign, Mr. Monkey Man, Mr. Rushing, but I hope he does. I mean, I hope they do something in order to get him to step down. Because the thing about this is that when you're representing a town and you think this way about the president, not just the president, but African Americans in general, well, you can't be trusted to be fair if you have African American constituents. How do you think you're going to treat African American constituents if you're a racist? If you're dehumanizing these people? Odds are you're not going to treat them very fair. And that's why you need to step down.